Hello. I'm making a video with my Baba dog together, but he's sleeping. I don't want to bother him. And I want to talk about humanity, as I usually do, and the kind of stuff I observe, yeah, in person and on the internet. And just giving food for thought, to suggest to people to try something else other than coldness. Yeah. And there's not much I can do really beyond suggesting this to people because I can't force anyone to change. I can't put the gun on anyone's head. I can't, and if we did anything by force, it would not work. It would just be, if people just did something out of fear, which is usually the case that we already have in this legal system, then people will only behave according to the law and not according to the heart chakra, the amygdala in the brain, the formation for compassion, which is not very developed in most people, obviously. And it's only very highly developed in like 5% of humanity. And it makes me very, very sad. I cried earlier because of the petitions that I saw. The dog and cat meat trade in Asia, for example, which is the absolute worst thing there is. That's the worst. I have seen such horrific things. It it caused me nervous breakdowns and unbelievable nightmares and suffering and horror. I suffer with these beings, yeah, with these innocent angel dogs and God soul dogs out there in Asia who are here on this planet to make things better, to heal us, and then they suffer like this in this horrific condition and cramped in cages, in narrow cages, cramped together, sitting there in terror, not knowing what's going to happen. And what they do, I don't want to talk about the details right now, but the coldness in people, the coldness in humans, the ice coldness in humans to do something like this. And the ice coldness in humans not to do anything about it. The ice coldness in humans in other countries who hear about this and who don't want to do anything, who just ignore it, who brush it away. It's not my business. I don't care about politics, they will say. So the ice coldness in humans to ignore something like this. And I see it all the time on the internet. I see such extreme coldness in people, also towards me as a person as well. When I introduce kindness to people, or when I talk to anyone, and they will find fault with me, with my looks, because I introduce kindness to the world, because I am not in support of their lifestyles. And yeah, I have laundry hanging up there. And the reason why I have laundry hanging up there is because I want to protect the environment as much as I can. So we have a really great dryer. Yes, we do. An industrial size, wonderful dryer from General Electric fantastic washer and dryer, and I love the dryer, and it's so much more convenient to do. But my husband and I, we decided to hang the stuff up because it saves electricity, and saving electricity saves the environment. And the electric company, they penalize people now for saving electricity. Yes, that's how it goes. And again, that's another aspect, again, just another facet of that entire wheel of ice coldness in humans. Warren Buffett, he owns the electric company in Nevada, and he penalizes people for putting solar panels on their roofs. It goes to that extent. It really goes to that extent, and it's it's ice coldness. What else can I say to this? Or when an environmental lady who I met, when she puts her money into oil company stocks, it's like I don't even know what to say to this. I don't even have a word to say about this anymore. This is beyond words. This ice coldness. I don't know I don't know what it is with people. If whether it's genetic, greedy, um, or fear of running out of money, or existential fears, or childhood pain. I don't know. I don't care. It really doesn't matter what caused it, what caused the ice coldness. But it's ice coldness. It's not love. Okay? And that's why I make videos, because I want to point that out. It's not okay to invest into oil companies. It's not okay. It's not okay to invest into anything that is adverse to life here on this planet. Whatever it is, whether you buy meat in a supermarket, this is ice coldness. Okay? You are ice cold if you buy meat. This is a fact, okay? You can get angry about this. You can come up with a million excuses why you want to do this. It's still ice coldness. Yeah. Would you buy the ribs of a human baby in a store? Probably not, right? You probably wouldn't do it. And the reason why you don't do it is because you've been told some bullshit that humans are more valuable, or something like some total speciesist crap and religious idiocracy, and humans made in the image of their invented God. No, okay, it's not. It's reversed, and I could never have a God who looks like this, like some kind of fat Republican guy or something, or an old man with a beard. No, this is not my God. Sorry. And so it's a very dishonest religion, a very, 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 very coward and dishonest religion, and it's gross, that religion, and but so are the other two Abrahamic religions, and it's gross. It's really, really, it's disgusting, and it's cold-hearted. It's ice cold. These three Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, they are ice cold, like ice, okay? And it's gruesome, the halal slaughter, for example, or the kosher slaughter. Uh, that's at least that the least I can say about Christianity is that Apostle Paul, he removed the cruelty techniques, but they still were barbaric towards animals. So, but at least he removed the cruelty slaughter and all of this. And at least they do the slaughter quick, with head bolting. But the animals don't deserve to be head bolted. No animal should die. No animal should be eaten. If you want to eat meat, then eat another human. At least do that, because there are way too many humans on this planet. I'm just kidding. I don't, I don't want to get in trouble. So there's a lot of psychopaths on this planet who should be going into the cattle chutes, into the cattle slaughter chambers, and into that head bolting facility, one after another in some kind of conveyor belt, like the stories by Roald Dahl. Um, and just take all the cattle and the pigs and all the other animals, horses, any animal they have in those slaughter facilities and in those ranches. Take all these animals out of there and never breed them again, and put them onto pastures. And there's a lot of land that can hold all of those farm animals, and they can be together, they can, so they don't have to be alone, they can, I see a lot of lonely horses, they can have a couple of cows put onto that pasture, or pigs, to give the horses company, and do some meadow sharing, and think love, not just your profit, your property, your, mine. No, share it. Share it and do some love common sense. That is not common, but we can make it common. Love sense. I will call it love sense from now on. Love sense. True love sense. Let's use true love sense and stop the greed and this my property, and it's super annoying. And yeah, all psychopaths, they should go through this conveyor belt. Sorry, we don't have space here for psychopaths. And why should we? Why should we harbor psychopaths? Any psychopath. I don't care who that is. I don't care what religion he has. I don't care what worldview he has. I don't care what skin color he has. I don't care what this person's background is, or history, or whether he's retarded, or whether he is crippled on the inside and has an atrophied compassion center and doesn't know better, whatever blah blah blah, whatever people, defense lawyers come up with, and they bend over backwards to rescue a psychopath. This is total frickin' bullshit. We gotta stop this. The psychopaths are darkening this world. They need to be head bolted. That's my personal opinion. I'm not the head bolter. It's just my opinion, and I'm just, you know, this is my freedom of speech that I practice, and I should practice that. I should not wrap this into a joke. It's not a joke. None of this is a joke. Ice coldness in the world is not a joke. The world suffers because of ice coldness. And ice coldness needs to stop. And I don't care what your reasons for coldness, to protect yourself, to say that to give yourself a self-image that appears tough on the outside. You can't be hurt if you are a tough motherfucker. If you are ice cold, then no one can hurt you, or whatever. That does not contribute to making the world a better place. Have some courage and do love common sense, love sense. Go the love sense direction. Make yourself vulnerable. It doesn't matter. Okay? The ending of suffering is more important than our armors and our self-esteem and prestige and so on, and how people look at us and perceive us, and not being ridiculed, not being laughed about. This is, people put this before anything else, and that's ice coldness. Okay? Dissolve it. Dissolve the ice, not the polar ice. We need that. Okay? This is exactly reversed. We need to protect the polar ice and the polar bears, and we don't want global warming. We don't want the ocean levels to rise. Okay? This is dangerous. This is a dangerous domino effect. Stephen Hawking said, if they continue, we can't live here anymore in 100 years. It will be unlivable. Okay? If you put children or any animal into this world who is going to live or who is going to proliferate themselves and exist in 100 years, then you are ice cold, or you're ignorant, you're in denial. And it's denial is ice coldness. My mother does denial, and that's why I have such a specific problem with this, because I've seen this my whole life. I've seen it in person. I have been affected. My life has been affected by ice coldness and by denial. Lutheran bullshit denial. Yeah? That's why I have such a specific red flag about this. This Lutheran hold the other cheek, denial, mellow, not asking questions, not stirring up shit. This type of mindset, this type of, I secure my eggs and the heck with everyone else. By securing your eggs, you're doing the opposite of responsibility. Jiddu Krishnamurti said that, I think that's fantastic, and he keeps repeating this, that if you conform, you are the opposite of responsible. It is extremely irresponsible to conform to anything, any establishment, religion, group, mindset, worldview, association, company, whatever it is. If it's some or philosophy that someone else made up, that someone else is writing out for the world. If you conform to this, you are not responsible and you are ice cold. Dissolve it. And we dissolve it by questioning everything, including yourselves. Okay, you guys take care. Bye-bye.